Hello guys, and welcome to episode 33 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as the Schistocerca Alveare. And today, well, we're going to be continuing our war with the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy, but thanks to you guys who put some comments on the last video, because they were very interesting to read. So there was a few things that I wanted to go through because of those different comments. And the first was somebody asked why I hadn't gone up to maximum naval capacity. Currently, the maximum naval capacity is reached, but I am not maintaining that. I'm currently at 518, and that's because at this moment I am capped by my energy income. So currently my ships cost me 364 a month in maintenance. If I continue to build more ships, then it will reduce my current income of 183, which is fine. I'm probably going to make some more ships because of that, but I don't really want to let it go below plus 50, just because I'll be using energy credits for other things. Now, another thing that was mentioned was that I can now terraform. So, if we go to the two planets that could originally be terraformed, or that I tried to terraform, I think one was in Roltree. It was Roltree 4 or 3, just here. So we can now terraform this to a different planet. Or not, because we don't have ocean colonization or tundra colonization. So, looks like this terraforming station is actually completely useless, so we're going to disband that. And what we can actually do instead is get a construction ship to come here and build a research station, so we can take advantage of that planet. So the other one was in the system next to it at Plyon, I think. And this terraforming station was over the Tundra planet. And we can terraform that to be arid. And this is a huge planet, so that would be awesome. So let's try and do that. I believe we have 6 terraforming liquids. So let's go ahead and create an arid world there. That will take 3,600 days. I think it cost me 1,500 energy as well to start that. So, I mean, I want to maintain this energy income for now, because purely to get it back to the maximum, because that obviously is going to be coming in handy as we move on. Now, another comment suggested that I start using hotkeys on my armies and on my starports. So, I think that's a great idea. And if I do control 1 on like the 8th attack swarm and control 2 on the 1st attack swarm, then what I can do is just double tap 1 and 2 to fast zoom to them, which is great. It's actually really, really useful. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that sooner. I can also do it to the spaceport, so I can select the spaceport and I can do like control 3, control 4, control 5, control 6, and you can see them at the bottom here, at the bottom left. That's where the groups are coming up. And I can just click on these to do the same thing. So if I get bored of pressing the keyboard, then I can just click on them anyway. So that will notify me which buttons I have to press in order to get to each different group anyway. And having the spaceports on different keys allows me to just build from them quickly. So what I'm actually going to do is build some colony ships. And that's so that I can colonize more worlds, because there are plenty more for me to colonize. And after this war, there's going to be even more, because there's going to be so much space here left over from the Kiilstofte galactic hierarchy that I'll just be able to colonize that. And that's how I'll expand from now on, because I plan to just make them abandon their planets and then I'll seed my own. But there we go. And I think that was about it. So we covered terraforming, we covered groups, we covered our fleet capacity. And one last thing actually that I need to look at is to do with armies. So if I come over to here and go to the surface with the armies, you can click on them and you can add an attachment apparently. So here you can see I can add the neo-concrete fortifications. It costs 50 minerals, gives us plus 10% army health and minus 10% army upkeep. Or we can go for plus 15% army damage. And obviously the army damage for attacking forces is better. So that doesn't actually cost anything to maintain. It's just an attachment that costs 50 minerals. And I can do that, I think, for all of my armies individually. It's quite annoying that you have to do them individually, I think, unless you can like control them all. No, you can't. But all of the defensive armies can get the neo-concrete fortifications, and then they cost less. So you can see they cost 0.1 or 0.02 energy per month less. Like if I wanted to be super anal about that, I could just go through and add the attachments to every single one and then save like 0.1 of an energy per month. But I mean, honestly, is that why you would do that? Like, it does seem very minimal. I guess if you had like an entire empire's worth of this done, then it would possibly be worth it. But taking the time to do that seems incredibly tedious. So yeah, anyway, there's that. You can upgrade your forces if you need to waste your minerals, and that's something that I might just do in the future, just to waste minerals anyway. So that's everything covered. Thank you guys so much for your comments. I really do appreciate it, and I love getting involved with you guys when you give in these sort of suggestions. So thank you so much, and we will move on to continue the war with the Kix-Lufran Galactic Hierarchy. So let's head over to Rana and continue to watch this battle unfold. Now, my lasers should be opening up, and you can see those two ships got wrecked instantly. Holy moly. So we've got 6 battleships left to destroy. I'm pretty sure that number will drop very quickly as soon as my battleships start to get into range. We have 17 battleships and 42 destroyers, so I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to be lasting very long at all. I'm not even sure what weapon systems they are using. It looks like they have sort of kinetic rounds and torpedoes, but they are dead, so that doesn't matter anyway. And what I'm going to do is get my science ship to come over here and take advantage of that. As soon as these guys are finished, they can head over to Trobby, and we can start to bombard that planet. Now, an anomaly has been finished. A whiff of something. It's quite interesting. The Zoth Fard has recovered an elongated metal box from the surface of Lambda Serpentis 7A. Clusters of small perforations on 5 sides lead Science Officer Kul Ang to believe it is not a container, but some sort of aerosol dispersal device. Initial tests seem to confirm their suspicions, as trace aromatics still emanate from the object. A special project has been issued to confirm whether this might be an information-carrying device constructed by some alien race communicating primarily through secretion and reception of atmosphere-borne chemical compounds. Smells. So basically, that entire sentence there is just smells. Great. Malodorus.
Situation log updated.
Now, is there anything our construction ships can be doing? It seems as though like our dudes are finished with that battle. This fleet actually needs to get underway and start bombarding that planet.
Situation log updated.
We can get my transport fleet to obviously follow up. And the transport fleet that is currently repairing here
Research complete.
Can travel towards my other fleet. So we'll get them to come over here and start landing straight away, because by the time they get there, I'm pretty sure Trobby's defenses will be destroyed. You can see they are currently going down very, very quickly. 114 damage to the planet fortifications each day. So system surveyed, leader has gained a level. Fleet combat stats, no worries about that. Technology researched, oh okay, we do have the new weapon systems. Now I think what we're going to do is unlock the next form of deep space stations. So we get an extra defense station, I think it's like an upgraded version, and that will help us defend our wormhole stations better. So I'm definitely going to invest in that. And oh, one thing I forgot to do actually, that I meant to do previously, was assign a new governor to our sectors. So what I need to do is find one that is very useful. This one that has extra lifespan could be. But then again, the army veteran could also be very nice. That gives garrison health plus 50%. I might go with the leader lifespan though, just so that we don't have to micromanage that so much, and it will give him more time to get higher level. So that should be good. And we can get a governor for our last sector, but we don't have enough of a limit. Like, the limit isn't high enough to allow us to do that. So maybe I should disband or get rid of an admiral or maybe a leader of some sort. I'm not entirely sure. We have 2 admirals currently. I think they are each controlling, yeah, my current fleets, so that's fine. But if we go back to that, we do have an extra general. And I am actually just going to get rid of him. Yeah, he can go. We could definitely use a governor instead. And this one with the slave mineral output increase and slave food output increase is definitely very good. So we'll get him. We'll go to the sector. And actually what I'm going to do is swap this guy around. So he can control that sector. And then this guy can go to that sector. Wonderful. The reason I did that is because there's much more slaves in the Vol Lads sector, so that will take advantage of the slavery output increase more. So that's why I did that. So anyway, moving on. We are just going to continue with this war. We are waiting for our transport fleets to arrive in the right locations. So let me go to this one. Hopefully the fleet will arrive here soon. And this fleet's taking its time to get across to Frakor's Eyrie. There has been a war declaration. Oh, never mind. That they wish to declare war. The Democratic Onatuk Confederacy wishes to declare war on the Yatralan or Tralan Confederation. But I'm good, so see you later. I can just wait for those to time out. But for now, I'm just going to ignore it. So yeah, I'll wait for it to time out, because there's no point in answering them. All of them are so stupid. Like, why would I join anyone else in this entire galaxy in their war when I literally get nothing out of it? But either way, I am going to come to Jugum with a construction ship now, because I do need to build a wormhole station so that we can continue to invade the rest of the Kix-Lufran galactic hierarchy. So our invasion of Trobby has begun. And we are going to invade Frakor's Eyrie. So let's have a look at how we're doing on Trobby. Oh wow, they do have a very large army there. But our general is very, very good. He does have the invader trait, so we do get extra morale, I think, and maybe damage on attack. He's also a level 4 general, so we get plus 20% damage, which is why this army does so much against so many people. Also, just being Schistocercan, I think we have strong trait, so yeah, we do well because of that as well. Now, one thing I haven't looked at for a while is my leader.
Enemy planet secured.
He must be very old. Yeah, he has. He's 105. He's going to be dying very soon. We have an heir, which is 44 years old, has plus 10% happiness, and the fortifier trait, which will increase our ability to defend our wormhole stations at a cheaper cost as well. So implant malfunctions. As part of our observation efforts on Fesh Avabul, abduction teams have surgically installed brain implants on a number of Bevni test subjects to track them and monitor their behavior. Unfortunately, due to a malfunctioning flaw, many of these implants have malfunctioned. Oh, manufacturing flaw, sorry. And are now having an adverse effect on the behavior of our subjects. There have been a number of suicides and at least 3 episodes of violent hysteria. The staff of our observation post has asked for help in rounding up the remaining subjects and removing their implants before there are any more incidents.
Situation log
We need
updated.
to clean up this mess. I love it. Absolutely love
System
it.
survey complete.
So, what can we do? There's so many debris in the way. I think maybe when we get some science ships free, we can actually use those to deal with these different research projects that we have going on. So we can go and do that one there, which is to remove the malfunctioning implants that we were just looking at. Let's go here as well with that science ship afterwards and study the migrating forests, although apparently we don't need a ship to do that, so we can go into the log here and let's study them. So that will basically take away from our society research for a couple months, I believe.
Debris analyzed.
Hopefully this debris will give us a nice amount of points. The invasion of Trobby is complete. What I'm going to do while I have these on the ground is... I was going to say change their attachments, but I can't because it has to be on your own planet, which is fair enough, I guess.
Construction complete.
And is that the last order for that scientist? I think it is. So let's go ahead and add the other ones to the queue.
Special project complete.
And we have learned that the roaming forests on Verlbetred avoid certain regions that are home to colonies of a native pseudo-insect. These insects secrete a pheromone that can be used to steer the wandering trees away from population centres. Furthermore, the areas where the forests most frequently range have been closed off as nature reserves. Our biologists can learn much by studying this reserve from neighbouring regions. So Wandering Forest Reserve added, improving research on neighbouring tiles. That's pretty cool. We definitely need to catch up with our research. I think that's something that we've fallen behind on quite a lot, and there was just a group of transport ships there that came in to try and take back Trobby, I think, but that's fine. Let's embark all of these guys now. We will get this fleet to travel to Yon, and then my transports can follow. Actually, before they go, let's try and take out
Hostile fleet engaged.
their transport so that they can't land on Trobby again. That's pretty important, actually. Thing is, I'm pretty sure they're going to retreat. But if we can get our torpedoes off and land those in time, then maybe we'll be able to kill off them. But here we go. Here comes the barrage
Construction
of
complete.
torpedoes.
Debris analyzed. Special project complete.
And Fesh Evermul. Implants removed. Abduction teams from our observation post above Fesh Evermul have worked in concert with the crew of the Zoff Fad to quickly gather the Oveni test subjects with the faulty brain implants. The observation post surgical staff replaced the implants with functional versions, and the subjects have been returned to the planet's surface. As an added bonus, Science Officer Kul Ung managed to extract a wealth of data from the removed implants despite their defects. So we got 250 society research from that. Sorry. Bit of a stutter there. Oh, look at that. That was so close. My god. Right, we do have some more colony ships available, so let's use those. We will head to Mindara. And we've been already colonized one here, have we? Actually, no, we haven't. But there are 2 planets we can colonize. The continental world. So I'm going to start by going there. And Mindara. We're going to go straight in the middle of that planet. Now over here, we do have Scythe 2A, which can be colonized. So that will do for now, and we are going to invest in more colony ships. Okay, now at Horsham Prime, we do want to build the spaceport there. At Shorax Secundus, thinking I might add that to a new sector entirely, but before we do, let's make sure the spaceport is being built. And at Shorax Prime, the same. Okay, so we have discovered quite a lot up here. We may as well get a construction ship to go and build the mining stations there. I will also get another construction ship to come and build the research station on one of the planets. The other one we can colonize, so I'm going to leave that for now. And after I've finished those colony ships, maybe I should build some more navy ships. I'm not sure. But we do have our new battleship here. That was going to help me destroy the population on Fesh Avamul so that I could colonize it myself. So let's go ahead and get my second attack swarm with that one battleship to come over here and start doing that. I'm going to embark all of my forces from Skisteron and head over here as well, because I can land the armies and just kill them off. So thanks for you guys who told me that you can do that, because that's incredibly useful and will free up a planet for me to use. So let's continue to watch the war. We'll unpause it and continue. The 8th attack swarm is pretty bored right now, so let's just embark all of those guys. We'll grab the 42,000 and we shall head to Kix Poctrak, which is the capital of the Kixlufran. So that should be good, and we'll get our transports to head in that direction as well. So the 18 transports have come back by the looks of things, and they are being engaged once again. I'm not sure if they'll get away this time because they've already retreated once.
Situation log
they're gone.
updated.
Okay. Well, maybe what I want to do is move my ships to that location and then start to make the move away, so that when they come in again, they do just get wiped out instantly. But what is going on here? My transports have been ambushed by a military station, but this 42,000 will arrive there shortly. If we continue to follow them, you will see exactly what happens.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And they're all dead.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Look at that. My
updated.
god, it was a massacre.
Debris analyzed.
So that saved the armies. I think we lost one of them. And now we can engage Kixlufran and bombard it into the dust before taking it over.
Situation log updated.
So let's get our science ship to come over here now and start researching these projects. Now surely there are other situation log things that we can be doing, because we may as well get on with them now. if we can. So over here we can't do that one. Where is that? Lambda Serpentis. We should have a scientist high enough to do that. Yeah, let's go and do that. And we will unpause and continue. So let's head to Yon, like we were going to previously. And then my transports can follow. Okay, we can already land on the planet there. This should be very... Oh, before we do, let's make sure to assign a leader. Why do we not have one there? I guess it doesn't matter. The army's big enough. At least I hope it is. We'll soon find out. Neither side has a general, so I'm literally relying on the fact that my troops will do more damage than theirs. Unfortunately, it looks like my science ships are being chased off. There is a small fleet heading to Fracorziri. Looks like they're going to try and attack that. Here at Fesh Avamul, we can go ahead and land the armies and wipe out the native population.
Enemy planet secured.
So Kiikslufran is under our control. Going to let them heal up. And then what we shall do is move away from Kiikspotrak. And because we invaded that planet, we did get subjugating primitives. Our armies have successfully invaded and subdued the primitive forces on Fesh Avamul. The locals have given up all attempts at fighting back, and we have now subsumed their civilization into our empire. Although backwards as they are, it may take some time for the natives to become fully productive members of the Schistocercan society. So stellar culture shock modifier added to primitive pops on Fesh Avamul. To them, our weapons must appear like magic.
Station under attack.
So these guys aren't very good. So what I've got to do is just purge them all. And this is a tropical planet, I believe. Yeah, so we should be able to colonize it afterward. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. And actually,
special project
I'm going to open up one of these tiles so that we can actually colonize on that tile when we want to. So, a whiff of something. The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science Officer Oberlend admits that they had been hoping for a historical record or some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left it behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives which, going by the rapid changes in odour towards the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce specific smells is of some interest, but the tales it tells are not. The crew of the Passion X are left with the uncomfortable feeling that they have unwittingly become intimately familiar with what certain gaseous byproducts of alien digestion smell like. However, Oberland is unwilling to speculate as to why the box was dumped on this frozen hellscape of a planet. Interesting. So we get 100 experience for our scientist and 350 society research gain. That's not actually too bad. I'll take that. Sure, why not? So, let's just quickly continue with this war. I believe both of my fleets are idle at the moment. This one's just arrived at the system, so let's head over to Chita first, and we shall pull over the transports as well. We can invade that planet, then we can invade Ruki over here as well. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time, so I am going to pause it here. And in the next episode, we can continue with this war. We are at 67% war score, so we're doing really, really well. And hopefully, we can just make them abandon a lot of planets soon and then colonize them ourselves. We will have a lot of colony ships finishing soon. We've got 3 more building. We do have 1 already that I'll send out in the next episode. But yeah, that's all for now, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.